Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman. We're here in Liverpool, the home of David Price, who's overseeing some heavyweight action. David, talk me through what you saw tonight.
You talking about Nathan Gorman in particular? Yeah, Nathan. Good to see him back in the ring after so long out. Good performance, done what he had to do. You know, he got him out of there double quick time, and it was one of them fights for him where, in some people's eyes, if he didn't knock him out, it wasn't good enough. If he knocked him out, the opponent wasn't good enough. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But he done exactly what he had to do and what he should do with someone like that. And that was blast him out, put his punches together really nicely, went to the body nicely, and that's what he does well. Punches in bunches, particularly for a heavyweight. You don't really see fighters throw combination punches like Nathan Gorman. So yeah, great to see really, because I've followed him since he turned pro, you know, and he's got a good pedigree, done some sparring with him. So, you know, I'd rate him. I think he can do something in the division.
Putting your boxes eye on him and looking at him in terms of as a fighter and the potential to get to the top, do you see that potential in Nathan as someone who can get up there and maybe potentially win titles down the line?
Yeah, why not? You know, he's a young man and he believes in himself. And the thing is with boxing, especially in heavyweight boxing, it takes time to get there. There's fighters who you'll have seen in the past and thought they won't really quite get there, and they've done it because they've had the right mentality, the right discipline, the right training team around them, and they've managed to get to a great level. And there's no reason why not. You know, if anyone can, why can't he? You know, you can get him fight at world level, win a world title. Who knows? You know, but he's in it to win it. That's for sure. He says it. He wants to be the best. He's got that mentality. So. Time will tell.
A few things I want to get your thoughts on. First of all, Joyce will be fighting Usyk-Hammer, someone you know very well. Just your thoughts on that fight?
Yeah. So it got announced yesterday, didn't it? And it's in like 2 weeks. So Joyce is probably ready all the time. In fact, I put me house on him being ready to fight all the time. He's got like just a natural engine on him anyway. Hammer's in the gym all the time because he turns into like a bit of a gatekeeper of the division. So the fact that it's been made short notice probably shouldn't be taken into account. I don't think it's going to last long. I think Joyce will just steamroll him. You know, as tough and as rugged as Hammer can be, Joyce I think has got something that a lot of heavyweights are going to find hard to deal with. So effortless with his punch power. It's like heavy-handedness. They travel slow, but they thud and they hit hard. And you know, he's blasting the likes of Carlos Takam out earlier in his career. Bermain Stavern, Big Ustinov, fighters like that. Joe Hanks, and it was only looking like he was clipping them now. I think he'll just steamroll Hammer, and it'll be over within 3 rounds, I think. But it's a keep busy fight for him, and it's a bit of a name because he's been in with Ortiz. He's been in with a few American names like Hammer. So, you know, he's got Hughie Fury. He's beat me when I was boxing. So yeah, it's not a bad fight for him to keep busy.
Daniel Dubois, only in America, going over to America and beating Trevor Bryan, picking up the WBA regular heavyweight title. Your reaction to that now that the dust settled on that one as well?
Yeah, I mean, perfect fight for Dubois because he's not quite at the top level. He's just hovering below it. And that's the type of fight he needed, and that belt is going to be valuable to him, whereas some people might dismiss it as a nothing belt. I think he can create a bit of a, not a career, but a bit of a run at defences with that belt. Maybe like something like Shagayev done, Povetkin done with the WBA regular belt. Let's get some people over, throw some bodies in for him who are tough fighters, you know, solid fighters who can give him rounds, pick that experience up, while the top level fighters get a bit older, get a bit tireder, beat each other up for a bit. I think it's a good place to be for Dubois.
Anthony Joshua has made his broadcasting decision, the decision on the future of his broadcast. He's moved over to DAZN. He's been with Sky Sports for a long time, but moved over to DAZN. How do you think that will affect kind of potentially the eyes, the viewership that the rematch with Usyk will potentially get?
Interesting question. I haven't thought of it like that because I don't know about viewing figures for DAZN or whatnot. I'm going to guess they're less than Sky box office because they obviously haven't got the same advertising power as Sky has, and the old network surrounding it and the familiarity for people. So I don't know, to be honest. I mean, what matters more than anything is the sporting nature of all of this, and it's the fight. The fight is what matters, and the result at the end of it. So the broadcasting they'll probably see less people seeing it, but the main thing is the fight goes ahead, and you know, whoever wins it wins it.
In terms of that fight going ahead, he's drafted in the expertise of Robert Garcia. Good link up in your eyes. What do you think?
He must rate him because he tried a lot of trainers, so he's picked him out as the one he thinks is gonna be the key to defeating Usyk. So he must rate him. I don't know enough about Robert Garcia, and those fighters have got a certain type of style, you know, rough, aggressive, you know, up close fighters, off the top of my head. And if he can bring that out in Joshua, then he's got a better chance than he had in the first fight, because he tried to outbox the #1 boxer on the planet. You know, an absolute, you know, the Olympic style boxing. No one's beaten Usyk at that. You've got to bring something different. And that's what he may be able to bring. He's going to have to get dirty. He's going to have to get close and dirty and make it rough for Usyk. And he's picked Garcia as the man, but time will tell.
2 final questions from me. First of all, do you have 500 million in your back pocket to bring back Tyson Fury out of retirement?
He was in here before, wasn't he? Do you know the only fella in this arena who's beat him though? Me.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm the only fella who's beat him in the arena.
Did you manage to speak to him?
No, I didn't see him. He was in and out, wasn't he? He was to the side of the ring. But no, what's he want? $500 million only to come out of retirement? No, I haven't got that, so I'll stay retired myself.
And then the final question for me, Julius Francis, I don't know if you saw the viral video of him dealing with a certain customer in a certain type of way. Let me know what you thought.
Fucking brilliant, I thought. It was brilliant. Good for him, because he must put up with so much shit on that door. A good pal of mine works down there a lot of the time, and he sees him all the time there, and he's a gentleman, Julius Francis. Now, it took something really exceptional to make him do that, and the lad raised his hands and he was acting fucking stupid anyway, and it's just a gentle reminder to people that as well, you know, just be careful who you try and pick on, because you just don't know, and you know, aggression and shouting and threatening, it's never pleasant, and it's always nice to see someone get the comeuppance, and that lad's got his comeuppance, so well done, Julius.
It was a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much for speaking to Boxing Social. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.